We're thrilled to have you with us from Denton, Texas, Apache Stadium. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Rice Owls and the North Texas Mean Green. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Brown wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Finds a crease at the 20. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
The Owls have it in scoring position on first and goal. QB draw. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here comes the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Owls! Great job by the back on the option.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he added the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. From the gun to give, looking for room. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads it left. That's reeled in, it's Milner. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are gonna break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line, great job, great catch, 1st down.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Looking long. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. North Texas will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's going to run it. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Falk. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And the Owls will line it up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Brown will throw it. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
Touchdown.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And he makes the extra point.
Rice, 14, North Texas, 0. Number 28, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. Could not make his way to the corner.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's there to make the stop.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Running to his left. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Brown wants to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on 3rd down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. The run inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Brown will throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Rice. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this 1st half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he tacks on the extra point.
That makes the score Rice 21, North Texas 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Jackson will throw. He's going to fire deep. He's got it way down the field. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Unleashes one. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside, it's Jackson. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Longhorns on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll open the second half with a run. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Just feeds the running back. And they get him down.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll run the sneak for it. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. North Texas will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Reese. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
They'll try to run for it. Might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Jackson will throw. Here's a heat. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
North Texas to the line with 1.5 miles to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Motion from the wideout. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it third and manageable. Put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice second down play.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They're dealing with a second and long. Brown wants to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be third and long. Ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Still looking, on the move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw, but with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Tipton. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, running back gets to give. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Jackson gonna throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Hands it off. They didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Tipton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
They're going to ride this running back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Here comes the offense on second down. Jackson will throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Man, that's exactly how you draw it up. You want to drop back. You want to play coverage. You want to make sure you don't give up a big play. You got to lead in the fourth quarter, but it also involves you tackling well.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. North Texas in the hurry up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive.
He uncorks one deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Mean Green. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
From the red zone, it's Alexander. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Rice, 24, North Texas, 16. Number 90, set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Complete to the back. Pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Brown will throw it. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And they'll take a knee.
And there's nothing better than victory formation on another person's field when it's really quiet. They've been loud, screaming all game, and now you know and they know this one's over, and there's nothing they can do about it.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.